Why is Pakistan beefing up infrastructure in Sir Creek area? Let's decode it for our viewers first.
Kartike, thank you very much. First and foremost, happy Dashera, happy Gandhi Jayanti, and Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, which endured all of our 65 war, and then, of course, the Shastri Ji itself. Now, having said that, it is from 1965. Around January, you found in 1965, Pakistan started making moves in the Ran of Kutch. And of course, the ceasefire came around June of 65. And then, of course, the war with Pakistan in 65, which started later. Having said that, Pakistan has all along been wanting this complete Ran of Kutch. Primarily, what you rightly said in the initial remarks, that 1908, the first dispute on a small issue on some kind of wood over there, and then subsequently the 1914, in which where the demarcation, the maps showed to the east, but the text showed in the center of the Sir Creek. Now the center is the natural international way of recognizing disputes in water. It goes along the center line. Though it just might be 38 square kilometers of area, what it really involves, maybe even 6 to 7 kilometers of land, but it involves huge EEZ, almost about 250 to 350 square kilometers of EEZ. And again, you rightly brought out fishing areas, gas, oil. Obviously, there's so much of economics involved into it that Pakistan probably feels that this marshy land, again, there's only certain a period in the year can you actually be doing anything over there because it's really marshy. I've gone walking there and I know what it means. It's impossible, very, very difficult to do it. But notwithstanding, of course, even environmentally also, there are about a huge amount of flamingos over there. That's one thing that you can see.
So let us go. So let us go part by part. General Asthana, what is the important? It's our territory, so it is important. I'm sure there is no question about it. But just to frame it for our viewers, like importance of Siachen. So, it's a strategic height. So what is the importance of Sir Creek? And in what way it's a colonial legacy? Can you decode this for our viewers?
Certainly. Firstly, you did cover a lot in your initial briefing. I will just add on certain points in that. Sir Creek, as you said, is a tidal estuary, and it is between Sindh and Kutch. Now, the importance is that when we talk of the central line of this water body being the boundary, related with that is the exclusive economic zone, because that gets defined as per the boundary. And in that area, since this is one of the largest areas as far as fishery output is concerned, as well as the potential of certain energy resources are concerned, that becomes strategically important. Now, Pakistan, now let me first add on to what you had said and what General Kulkarni mentioned. There is a principle called as Thalwar principle. Now, this principle says that in a water body which is navigable, the boundary has to be in the center line. And that is what the India is claiming. There were two maps, B44 and B74. These were the ones in 1914 treaty. They were given by the British, and this is the map which we cite. And also the extension of Thalwar principle is also the UN laws of sea, that is UNCLOS. Now that also follows the same principle. So considering all these principles, India's stand is firm and it remained so. Now coming on to your question. See, before 1965, after 1962, we were just recovering, and Pakistan, with American support, got a little bold, and they thought that they can do something. And that's why slightly before 1965, they did something, which India responded, and there was a ceasefire, which General Kulkarni mentioned. Now, similarly, now they find that they are still getting American support, but India of today is absolutely different, as was brought out by the defense minister. Similarly, when he mentioned when he gave the message that a route goes to Karachi, he is basically looking at the vulnerability of Karachi, because this estuary is ending up into the Arabian Sea. So if they do anything which is contrary to the standard position, and this position was also identified in 1968 International Tribunal, which you mentioned, and that time the tribunal was accepted by both Now they have started becoming a little more vocal and trying to put claims again. So that is the situation. But notwithstanding that, there have been cases every time they tried to do something. In 1999, one of their fishing aircraft violated the territory and we shot it down. So India has given very
Okay.
strong messages that time as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Similarly, in Op Sindoor, the way we were poised and postured to blockade Karachi is also very well known, which was, I think, obliquely referred by the defense minister. So, point I'm trying to make is that if they try to do something to change the position, certainly India is in a better position to handle it today, and also the kind of sensitivity and strategic sensitivity which this region has
Okay.
will will actually
So,
compel us
the most important part,
for
sir,
blockade of Karachi port.
the most important
Back
part
to
is
you.
the fact that the defense minister mentioned it today is also important. General Sudhakar ji, what makes the patrolling of this area tough? Please decode this for our viewers. What makes it so different from rest of our border, from Siachen to down to the Arabian Sea, and why is there a buildup of Pakistani troops there? What is your assessment?
Okay.
Because defense minister said that the buildup has been witnessed.
Thank you, Kartikeya. I must compliment your channel and you for having picked up the theme. I, for one, I have been harping on the issue and raking up the sensitivity of Sir Creek right since 10th of May 2025. In that podcast, a question which was asked to me, this is in response to the question, 3 questions you have raised. You asked me whether India should continue with the conflict or not. Because after the ceasefire was established sometime in the evening at 5 o'clock on 10th of May, the drones were seen coming again to across the border towards India's side. I, for one, in my understanding and logic, I said India must continue. So they said, no, if you continue, then you are getting into a trap. So, in response to one of the questions, I had said that they may be firing these drones in the Jammu region, but they're looking towards Sir Creek. So, he asked me in response to my response as to why Sir Creek. Sir Creek has got the following dimensions to be understood. In addition to the very distinguished co-panelists, what they have covered, we need to understand estuary. The issue relates to the mouth of the estuary. And from the mouth of the estuary, over a distance of 96 odd kilometers, or maybe a little more, the alignment of the estuary is forming a curve towards Indian boundary side. And like any other river system, the water alignment or the course of the river is changing or the estuary is changing in favor of Pakistan towards the east. It is actually caving in, eating up the soil towards India's side.